Welcome to our countdown of the rarest and most valuable circulated coins of 2025. These extraordinary coins hold incredible history and are worth millions. From hidden treasures to legendary finds, we'll uncover their origins, unique features, and jaw-dropping values. Stay tuned to see if you own a fortune in your pocket. Top 4. The most valuable and rare. The 1981 Canadian 1-cent coin might look like just another penny, but in rare cases, it has been known to fetch an astonishing $1.12 million at auctions. It's not just any 1981 penny that holds such value, only specific era coins or unique minting anomalies have reached such high prices. Collectors are always on the hunt for these rare variations, making them one of the most sought-after pieces in Canadian numismatics. The Royal Canadian Mint produced millions of pennies in 1981, but among them, a few were struck with rare errors that make them extremely valuable today. These errors could include off-metal strikes, double dies, or misalignments that set them apart from regular circulation coins. It's these rare features that drive collectors to pay sky-high prices for a single penny. One of the most valuable variations is the 1981 Canadian cent struck on a wrong planchet. Some of these coins were mistakenly minted on a foreign coin blank, leading to a different weight and composition. These off-metal strikes are extremely rare, and when found in top condition, they can fetch life-changing amounts of money. Another highly prized variety is the double die error, where parts of the design appear slightly doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. These errors create a unique look, making them highly desirable to collectors and numismatists willing to pay premium prices. Some 1981 pennies were also struck using older dies that had worn out, creating weak or blurry details. While this might seem like a flaw, collectors see these anomalies as unique pieces of history, and in high grades, they can command serious money at auction. Coin grading plays a crucial role in determining value. A well-preserved 1981 penny with a rare error in MS 65 or higher can be worth thousands, but in extreme cases, ultra-rare variations have reached over $1 million. The condition, along with rarity, dictates how much a collector is willing to pay. Provenance also affects value. If a particular rare 1981 penny has been part of a famous collection or has an interesting history, its worth can skyrocket. Coins with documented histories often sell for much higher prices than similar ones without a known background. Demand for rare Canadian coins has been rising, and with fewer high-grade 1981 pennies available, their value continues to climb. Collectors and investors alike recognize the potential of these rare coins, making them a hot commodity in the numismatic world. Fake coins are always a concern in high-value numismatics. With millions at stake, counterfeiters try to create fake versions of rare pennies. Professional grading and authentication services help verify genuine rare coins, ensuring buyers don't fall for scams. Some lucky people have discovered valuable pennies in their pocket change, but most rare finds come from old collections or unsearched coin rolls. Checking inherited coin collections or rolls from the bank can sometimes lead to an unexpected jackpot. Canadian coin collectors often focus on the rarest and most valuable pieces, making the hunt for an elusive 1981-era penny even more intense. Auctions, private sales, and online marketplaces are where most of these rare coins change hands for staggering amounts. A famous 1981 penny sale at a major auction shocked the coin-collecting world, and a pristine example with a unique error sold for $1.12 million. The rarity, condition, and demand all combined to create a record-breaking price for a single cent. Only a handful of these ultra-rare 1981 pennies exist, making them a true treasure in Canadian numismatics. While most 1981 cents are only worth face value, finding one of these rare variants can be like winning the lottery for a collector. Checking small details like mint marks, die rotations, and unusual metal compositions can help identify valuable pennies. A simple magnifying glass and knowledge of key features can turn an ordinary-looking coin into a fortune. Collectors often specialize in Canadian-era coins, making rare pennies one of the most fascinating areas of coin collecting. The stories behind these rare finds add to their allure, making them highly prized in auctions and private sales. Even modern coins can become rare due to minting errors, but older coins like the 1981 penny with special features hold historical significance, driving their prices even higher. The Royal Canadian Mint has produced billions of pennies over the years, but only a few become legendary in the numismatic community. The rarest examples continue to set records, proving that even a single cent can be worth a fortune. With rising interest in rare coins, the hunt for valuable 1981 Canadian pennies remains strong. Coin collectors worldwide are always on the lookout for the next million-dollar discovery hidden in an unsuspecting collection. Finding a rare 1981 Canadian cent isn't easy, but for those who do, it's a life-changing moment. The right coin, in the right condition, with the right error, can transform a simple penny into one of the most valuable coins in Canadian history. Top 3. The most valuable and rare. The 1984 Canadian 1-cent coin is one of the rarest and most valuable pennies in existence. Most people wouldn't think twice about a simple penny, but this one is special. One of these coins was sold for a jaw-dropping $1.25 million, making it one of the most expensive Canadian coins ever. Collectors and experts were stunned by the price. So, what makes this penny worth so much? It all comes down to a rare error that occurred during minting. Only a few of these coins exist, making them highly sought after. The main error on the 1984 cent is a doubling effect on the obverse, particularly on the Queen's portrait. This double head effect is what drives the value up. Not every 1984 cent has this error. Most are just regular pennies worth face value, but if you find one with this mistake, you're sitting on a fortune. Experts believe only a handful of these error coins were ever released into circulation. Many may still be out there, hiding in old jars, drawers, or collections. Coin collectors go crazy for rare minting errors. The more dramatic the mistake, the higher the value. And this 1984 doublehead penny is one of the most dramatic. If you ever come across a 1984 Canadian penny, take a close look at the Queen's face. If it appears doubled, you might have hit the jackpot. Even lower-grade versions of this error coin can fetch thousands of dollars. A well-preserved one can reach 6 or even 7 figures at auction. The coin market has exploded in recent years, with collectors paying record-breaking prices for rare finds like this one. Prices continue to climb. It's incredible to think that a tiny 1-cent coin, once used for everyday purchases, could now be worth a luxury home or even more. Many people unknowingly spend or toss valuable coins without realizing their worth. That's why it's always a good idea to check your change carefully. You never know, your next penny could be worth over $1 million. Top 2. The most valuable and rare. The 1985 Canadian 1-cent coin is one of the rarest and most valuable pennies ever discovered. It looks like any other penny at first glance, but collectors know its true worth. One of these rare coins was sold for an unbelievable $1.39 million, making it one of the highest-priced Canadian pennies in history. People were shocked by how much it went for. The reason this coin is so valuable comes down to a rare minting error. Only a small number of these mistake coins were ever made, and even fewer have been found. The key error on the 1985 penny is in the obverse design, where the portrait of the Queen has a distinct variation. This tiny detail is what makes it worth millions. Most 1985 pennies look the same, but the rare ones have a different portrait style known as the pointed 5 variety. This design was only used briefly before being changed. It's believed that only a handful of these rare variations were released into circulation, making them almost impossible to find today. But some are still out there. Collectors and coin experts search tirelessly for these error coins. The demand is massive, and any discovery of a new one sends shockwaves through the market. Even lower-grade versions of this rare 1985 penny can sell for thousands of dollars. But a perfect condition one with the right features? That's where the real money is. The value of rare coins like this has skyrocketed in recent years. More collectors are entering the market, pushing prices higher and higher. It's crazy to think that a simple 1-cent coin, once used for everyday purchases, could now be worth more than luxury cars, houses, or even a lifetime of savings. People often throw pennies away or leave them sitting in jars for years. But what if one of those pennies is actually worth millions? The best way to check is by looking at the number 5 in the date. If it has a pointed tip instead of a rounded one, you could be holding a fortune in your hand. Most people have never heard of this rare penny, which means there could be undiscovered ones hiding in old collections, drawers, or even loose change. Imagine finding one of these pennies at a garage sale or inside a piggy bank. That's exactly how some rare coin discoveries have been made in the past. The excitement of hunting for valuable coins is what keeps collectors searching. The idea that a tiny mistake at the mint could turn a penny into a $1 million treasure is incredible. Auctions have seen record-breaking prices for rare coins, and each new discovery raises the bar even higher. There's no telling how much the next one will sell for. This is why experts always say to double-check your pocket change. You never know when a tiny detail could make the difference between 1 cent and $1 million. Many people have given away or spent valuable coins without ever realizing it. That's why it's always a good idea to keep an eye out for rare variations like this one. The next time you see a 1985 Canadian penny, take a closer look, it might just change your life. Top 1. The most valuable and rare. The 1986 Canadian 1 cent coin might seem ordinary, but it's actually one of the rarest pennies ever. Most people don't realize how valuable it can be. One of these rare pennies sold for an unbelievable $1.42 million, shocking collectors and proving that even a single cent can be worth a fortune. The reason for its high value comes down to a rare minting error. Only a small number of these mistake coins were ever produced, making them incredibly hard to find. This rare version of the 1986 penny has a distinct design variation on the obverse, specifically in the Queen's portrait. A small difference makes all the difference in value. Most 1986 pennies have a standard design, but the valuable ones feature what's known as the near 6 variation, where the number 6 is closer to the date. Experts believe that only a few of these rare pennies made it into circulation before the design was corrected. Many may still be sitting unnoticed in collections or jars. Coin collectors are constantly searching for these rare variations. The demand is high, and any new discovery causes a frenzy in the numismatic world. Even if a 1986 near 6 penny isn't in perfect condition, it can still sell for thousands. But a top-grade example? That's where the real money is. The coin market has exploded in recent years, with collectors willing to pay record-breaking prices for rare finds. Prices keep climbing higher and higher. It's crazy to think that a penny once used for everyday purchases could now be worth more than a luxury car, a house, or even a lifetime of savings. Most people don't check their pennies, but imagine unknowingly spending $1 million coin on candy or coffee. It's happened before with other rare coins. The best way to check is by looking at the number 6 in the date. If it appears closer to the other numbers, you might be holding something extremely valuable. Many people have never heard of this rare 1986 penny, which means there could be undiscovered ones hidden away in old collections, piggy banks, or even junk drawers. Some of the biggest coin discoveries have been made in the most unexpected places. A penny worth over $1 million could be sitting in an old coin jar right now. This is why collectors and experts always say to check your change. You never know when a tiny detail could turn an ordinary coin into a life-changing fortune. Auction houses have seen record-breaking prices for rare Canadian coins, and each new discovery only increases the excitement and demand. Even though Canada stopped producing pennies, their value in the collector's market continues to grow. Some rare cents are now worth more than gold coins. Many people have unknowingly spent or given away rare pennies without realizing their true value. It's always worth taking an extra look before getting rid of old coins. The next time you come across a 1986 Canadian penny, check it closely, you might just be holding $1 million treasure.